You love putting eyes on the guy behind you at the skybox right now, DeRosa. His swing plays at Fenway, but he's hitting everywhere. It's what Brian McCann used to always say. What did you say? He loves baseball more than you.
Yes,
He'll out-baseball you. Ever since LSU opening the batting cages at 1 a.m.
Yep. Instant culture changer.
Wow.
Right?
That's right.
And he looks like, I know what he did in a Houston Astros uniform will never go away. But every night I turn on the Boston game and I see this guy in this uniform and I think, man, he was made to wear it and hit in that yard. I know they were on the road last night. I know they took a tough loss. Giolito back. Santander takes him deep. His first at bat of the game last night is all you need to see, and we will eventually get to it. He has gotten off to an awesome start. Let's get into it, Devin. We got 7 minutes to kill this skybox, Nays, all right? He has been on fire. He's got a 10-game hit streak, and like I said, he can opt out after this year. Pause this. He can opt out after both years. If I'm Alex Cora, I'm consistently walking up to him every day going, please, God, don't opt out. Because I love everything he brings to the table, working with the young players, how much he cares about the game, how much he wants to change the culture of what the Red Sox are about and kind of put that team on his back. You look, weighted runs created plus leaders this season.
Look at Cedric Mullins.
Judge, Alonso, Tatis, Bregman, Ben Rice, Cedric Mullins. Okay? So, are we going into sound here or are we going quick rip of the 10 games? Give me the quick rip. Last 10 games, he is hitting .400 with 3 homers. He's got 8 RBIs. He's got an on-base percentage of .490. He is pulling the ball at will. This monster was made for him, but he's still, we can go back to earlier in the season when he was down at Steinbrenner Field against Tampa. 5 for 5 before he had another kid hitting balls up the middle the other way. And what I love about Alex is he was able to get comfortable super quick. After a weird offseason, signing with the Red Sox, he's usually a slow starter. He comes in like a house of fire and wins them over. So pause this, bring up his starts to the season. 2022 through May, a weighted runs created plus of 117. After May, he takes off. 2023, same. And then he took off last year. He
Really
got
slow.
off to a terrible start and was able to recapture glory the rest of the season with a 137 OPS plus. This year, a 176 weighted runs created plus in March and April, 5th best in his career. But what I love about Alex is his desire to get better. I think this is a feel versus real soundbite, but if there's a kid at home, because it's something I believe in, there are guys that land and this hip starts to go, and I get it. I watched Chipper Jones do it, but my feel versus real was I wanted to land square where my front shoulder was presenting at the pitcher like I was shooting a rifle, where I have flashlights on my shoulders and on my hips. He describes it better. Take a listen, Alex Bregman.
Me personally, I never ever think about rotation at all. I think I have two flashlights right here on my hip pointing that way. I have them on my shoulders, on my hips, on everything, my feet. And all I am trying to do, the only thing I look for is when I load to have my hands travel high across my chest forward like this, the knob of the bat, get out there past the inside part of the baseball.
Leave this up. Don't worry about knob of the bat because to me, that's something that works for him. I just wanted to focus on the fact of landing square and then letting your swing take your front shoulder out. Don't you, as a young kid, pull this front shoulder and try and that be your swing. Because then you're a roller to third, like Lauren Shahadi.
I was
Give
about
her a
to
little
say.
something away, she rolls it to third base. What adjustments has he made? Okay, 2017, his rookie campaign, a little bit more open, pretty neutral. He has definitely closed his stance up in 2025. Bring up the board of the most close stances in the game.
Oh, wow.
Christian Campbell on his team, Bregman, Ketel Marte, Andrew Vaughn. And in talking to Jake Peavy, he said the guy with the closed stance always scared me because he was a guy that could use the entire field. All right? The guys that are standing wide open have to come back in at some point. I want to get back into this tape. His first at bat last night was unbelievable. It really was. Take you through it. Rodriguez on the mound. First pitch slider away. Now, all of a sudden, I throw a 96-mile-an-hour two-seamer behind him. Watch Bregman's reaction like, what? Are you trying to hit me? So pause this. I didn't understand it. The broadcasters didn't understand it. There's no history here that we knew of. Maybe it's arm side run, but I've never seen arm side run behind a guy before and it not be intentional. So if I'm Bregman, I'm 2-0. I'm probably thinking this guy's trying to drill me. I'm going to be a little bit more jittery with my feet. Run this. pause it. So now he's like, okay, maybe he wasn't trying to drill me. I got to get back into my at-bat. Run it, 2-1 count. I don't know how you stay in on a slider and destroy it off the facade in left field, but you want to send a message to the boys? I thought you were drilling me, and then I take you absolutely off the facing. And he does things a little bit differently, but he is stacked into his backside and ready to go. And you see it. I mean, just phenomenal. Phenomenal start he's gotten off to. Peeve, I don't know if you saw that last night, but that ball went behind him, and he stuck his nose back in there and got after it.
First, it's May Day. May 1st. Just finished an exciting first month of the season. I'm not cheerleading, but there were a lot of exciting things happening in that month of April. Here now, the top 10 April storylines. Let's do a little digging in. Number 10, Braves faceplant. Beginning of the year, you'd figure the Dodgers and maybe the Phillies were better than Atlanta, but that's about it. Instead, an 0-7 start, and their major free agent acquisition, Jurickson Profar, failed a drug test, suspended. The Braves have gone 14-9 since. They're too good to just roll over, but that was a sobering start. Number 9, Juan Soto. Rob Parker predicted this. I almost banned him from the show, putting a curse on the borough of Queens, which he long ago abandoned. Soto hasn't been bad. His OPS plus is 117. 100 is league average. It's not George Foster first year at the Mets or Carlos Beltran first year at the Mets, but Soto did just sign the largest contract in North American sports history. It's 15 years long. He's hitting .241 with no power. He's been, let's see, what are the words I'm looking for? Yeah, so-so. Number 8, the National League is better than the American League. 4 of the 5 best records are from the NL. The Yankees lost Garrett Cole. The Tigers are spunky as all get out. But the Dodgers, Mets, Cubs, Phillies, Padres, maybe the Giants all look a little better. It's a weird confluence of forces. The AL is still in big cities, big payrolls, but the National League reigns this year. Number 7, Rocky Mountain low. With all those good teams, someone has to lose in the National League. And those losses are coming in Colorado. We knew the Rockies weren't good, but there's a big difference between not so good and historically bad. The Rockies are 5-25. Only the 1988 Orioles have had a worse 30-game start in the last 125 years. Woof. Number 6, emerging and re-emerging players. We've seen some great starts from young players who now look like stars. Jung-Hoo Lee of the Giants, Pete Crow-Armstrong of the Cubs, Hunter Green of the Reds. Green has been around, I know, but he's gone next level. We've also seen some re-emerging players. Alex Bregman of the Red Sox, a big free agent signing. Fernando Tatis of the Padres, Pete Alonso of the Mets, all having, and I mean sensational starts. Number 5, damn the Torpedoes. Yes, it's been quiet the last 2 weeks. That was fun, wasn't it? People who barely watch baseball were talking baseball bats. It didn't warp or take over the sport, but it's great to see that innovation and an intellectual approach to competitive advantage is still alive in baseball. It's just the bat, torpedo away. Number 4, stolen base surge. This one's not getting enough play. The stolen base rate is near an all-time high in the live ball era. We're seeing the highest stolen bases per game since 1987, which was a flukish year with a stolen base and home run spike. But here's the real news. Take away 1987, which was a weird year. There hasn't been a stolen base rate this high since 1919. So this rate, 2025, stolen bases per game, has only been achieved once since Babe Ruth moved to Yankee Stadium and hit 54 home runs, changing the game. The new rules have worked beautifully. It's not out of control, but running is back. And back at a 1980s, 1970s level. That's what you want. Number 3, top storylines of April, Mets ascendance. The Mets had to rebuild their rotation. Somehow they have the number 1 ERA in baseball. Soto has struggled, but that other free agent, that guy Pete Alonso, off to the best start of his career. Not just that, everything seems to work well together. Rotation, bullpen, a renewed commitment to defense. They've only lost 2 series and have sweeps of the Phillies, Blue Jays, and Cardinals already this season. Number 2, April storyline, Aaron Judge chasing history. Hard to envision, but he's hitting for even more power this year while making an adjustment and hitting more singles. He's second in baseball in singles. He now has career highs in on-base and slugging, but is also, get this, hitting .427. That's not just hitting .400, that's hitting .427. It's not a thing yet because it's only the opening month, but it might become one. And not only that, but after his last 3 monstrous years, Aaron Judge now has the 3rd highest weighted runs created plus, that's overall hitting, in the history of baseball. In the American and National Leagues. Here it goes. Babe Ruth, Ted Williams, Aaron Judge, right there ahead of Barry Bonds now, and Lou Gehrig. Obviously, he's peaking right now. He's still playing in the middle of his career. That number, it always does. It goes down as a player ages. But this is the upper stratosphere of baseball hitting in baseball history. He's living there right now. Amazing. And the number 1 storyline for me this April, the Dodgers and their bid for global on-field and financial domination has been slightly underwhelming. Notice how careful I'm being. They're not a disappointment, don't stink. They just tied the Mets for the best record in baseball. But after getting every free agent they felt like getting from all over the world, they have yet to separate themselves in their own division. They are a great team. The stars, Betts, Ohtani, Freeman, Will Smith, all performing at a high level. Their bullpen is excellent. However, their vaunted rotation is already thinned out with injuries. Their bench is not strong, and they can be sloppy defensively. Ohtani seems to be in no hurry to pitch. I'm sorry, I'd like my $400 million back, please. I'm kidding. But I'm not kidding. There are more than just that, but that is my top 10 storylines for April. Let us know what you thought was a major storyline. It's been a very eventful April